the millionaire maker? Have you been wondering what to do with your $1,400 stimulus check? Well, hundreds of my subscribers have been contacting me, asking me my thoughts. So let me tell you, first and foremost, pay down debt if you have some serious debt, because debt's only going to compound and cost you more. So use that $1,400, take care of some money that you owe, especially credit card money. Now, if you want to do some investing, Tal, my analyst, Tal Ben-Ari and I, we have some good ideas for you, depending on your level of aggressiveness versus risk averseness. So Tal, why don't you hit it, because you have some of the more aggressive plays, and I'm going to give some dividend yielding plays that you can keep for a lifetime.
Okay. So yeah, I also agree. Depends on your level of risk. I think that there is a really good opportunity if you like some of the tech stocks that you've seen plummet over the past 3 weeks to a month. This could be a buying opportunity. But what I really like right now, the space I'm most interested in, is the esports space. So you see companies like Super League Gaming getting a huge bump, almost 80% in the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Wait. Let me just add, we talked about
That's right.
SLGG. We have been there. We've gotten you into it. Esports is hot. Okay, so.
And then you also have Allied Sports, and they're also a big company that has a lot of ties to like the online gambling, that kind of a thing. They're also like one of the main sponsors for the largest esports venue in Vegas. And they're also a pretty easy company to get into right now. They're right around $4, but they also had about a 33% gain over the past week. Again, on news of GameStop looking to acquire one of these companies, potentially moving into the esports arena and trying to keep themselves relevant. If you like EVs, you might be thinking
electric vehicles.
Yeah,
we got to make it clear, electric vehicles. Yeah. And we are talking about what to do with your $1,400 stimulus check if you want to invest it. So yeah, electric vehicles. Now, my vote there would be NIO, NIO, a competitor of Tesla. Very sleek, beautiful automobiles, just like Tesla has. It's the Chinese equivalent. And that stock has had a little bit of a slip up and retracement lately. So NIO, that would be a good one. Then
getting it at a discount.
That's right. Get it at a discount. Now, we also have Microvision. Now, MVIS, that's been cut down pretty significantly, and that's that LiDAR technology, right? Which is the
for autonomous vehicles.
Yeah, it's basically like holographic heads-up display, and it's those sensors that are going to allow autonomous driving, because those sensors are looking for whatever may be around that automobile.
And they are, so they are, I really like them as well. And they are coming up on some, I think, really big news.
Microvision?
Yep, Microvision, middle of April. You're looking at, I think, April, second half of April, they're going to be announcing that they have prototypes made. They're going to start introducing them to prospective buyers of this LiDAR technology. I mean, this could be a huge game changer. All the companies, including Tesla, every car company in the world that's trying to make an autonomous vehicle fleet, every non-car company in the world that's trying to make an autonomous vehicle fleet, like Apple, like Uber, whatever, they're all looking at this as prospective purchase. So we're talking a major, major deal on the horizon. They are trading at a discount, down about 25-30% from the highs. It's a great time to get in. I love MVIS.
I'm with you. MVIS, Microvision, trading in the mid-teens, could easily go above $30 a share. This is one of those stocks that could take off where you're like, you suddenly see the ticker and the thing is, up $10 or $20. So Microvision.
Let's not forget also the legacy players in the space. If you look at the performance on 2021's year, Tesla, big name, everybody knows them, is actually being outperformed by the likes of GM, Ford. Volkswagen is actually doing the best. I mean, these companies have been around, tried and true, test of time. They're not going anywhere. Yes, Tesla made the market, but these people are throwing millions, if not billions of dollars into this. They are coming out with beautiful new cars. They have commitments for many different models in the next 10, 20 years. I mean, this is something you need to look into. I would say if you want to be safe and you still want to get into the EV space, you could look at GM, just came out with a commitment to make 30 models of EV cars by the year 2030. 30. So, I mean, it's a big one. Ford obviously has had a great month. Even Volkswagen has had a great month.
Well, there we go. I think those are good ones to get into. So you can go for that aggressiveness, like with the NIO or the Lees or the Microvision. Well, Microvision, you should have a little bit up, even with $1,400, because commissions are zero now. So you can buy some Microvision and you can buy some GM and Ford and just bank on it, just put it away and watch it grow over the years. The other option, I think, are some of the big pharma companies. The big pharma players, they haven't stayed in pace with the rest of the market. And yet pharma has started to really catch a bit in another sense, in that they've come into their own. There's been all sorts of surveys on how investors feel about big pharma stocks. And there's been an incredible turnaround where there's an appreciation now for Johnson & Johnson, J&J, an appreciation for Sanofi, SNY, that's the big French pharmaceutical company, 4% plus dividend yield, actually the largest vaccine maker in the world, distributor. They're in everything. I of course love Bristol Myers, BMY. It's in the low 60s. Goldman Sachs, I was looking at some research, they see it a mid-90s stock in the next 12 months. And these are companies that have languished for years. They've given you the dividend yield. They're not necessarily down from where they were a decade and 2 decades ago, but they could really be starting to come into their own. When you look at a stock over the long term, it flatlines and then you see it goes up. Take Regeneron, for example, REGN. Regeneron's been a big player in the vaccine for COVID-19, but really made its mark with macular degeneration, a drug called Ayala, which is an injection every other month. So you have a company like Regeneron. I was in Regeneron, that thing was $10 for a decade, and then all of a sudden took off. So remember, it doesn't happen overnight. Everyone's used to and thinks it happens overnight. That's because you hear about the stocks that are going up. You don't hear about the ones that are just like, again, flat line like that. Now, I want to add one more point before we go. I would not be trying to jump into General Electric. There's been a lot of buzz because General Electric last week, they sold off their air leasing business for $24 billion, brought in $24 billion of cash, paying down $30 billion of debt. A lot of investors think that General Electric, that this is the time for GE. And GE is also going to do a 10 for 1 or 1 for 10 stock exchange, so that their stock at $13 will be $130. That's not necessarily going to trick investors into believing that that's the future. General Electric, there's a lot of hair on that one. If you really want one that's an old legacy stock that could double, try IBM. This is Hillary Kramer. I'm the Millionaire Maker, and enjoy that $1,400 and use it as an opportunity to invest.